I sent you the link to you, John.
All right. All right.
What's going on, YouTube? Flash Speaks, man. Back for another video. Philadelphia Eagles versus Baltimore Ravens. And all I got to say, man, is what I tell y'all. What did I tell y'all earlier that was going to happen? I told y'all Philadelphia Eagles go out there and will defeat the Ravens. We'll beat them. But what's going to happen? Like, I was already on one chat earlier. You know what I'm saying? My man, like, we good. But what did he say? He said that this game proves that Saquon Barkley is the MVP. This is what he said. That this game proves that Saquon Barkley was the MVP. Right? And listen, I'm not against Saquon Barkley at all. That's my man. But are we going to be honest about the game? First of all, when we look at this game, I don't know what was up, but them damn officials. Listen, I'm not the guy that sits here and just says that the officials are trying to get somebody else to win, but the Eagles were going up against some officials. Like that first quarter was a disgrace. I ain't never in my life seen so many penalties on punt returns, so many penalties on defense, everything. Whatever they could call, they called on us. And then I'm supposed to believe that Baltimore played that clean. Really. Now listen. From playing football and watching a lot of football, I know one thing's for certain, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. That in a football game, right, you're going to have a penalty every single play. Somebody's going to hold, whether it's holding a lineman, whether somebody's going to hold, whether it's whether you're sticking wide receivers or cornerback, whatever. Somebody's holding, somebody's doing something. And I don't know, all of a sudden, Eagles had like 5, 6, 7 of these joints. And Baltimore was just playing the clean games, what I'm supposed to believe, right? That was crazy. I thought that was just real crazy, the way, I never seen nothing like it. Second thing that I'm coming at here, this idea that Saquon Barkley was the reason that this game was won. I'm trying to figure out how, when the Eagles had 14 points at half, both of them touchdowns came as a result. What? A Jalen Hurts touchdown pass to Dallas Goedert, and then a Jalen Hurts run for a touchdown or a tush push, whatever. Saquon Barkley at halftime, they showed the stats. Him and Henry had barely 50 yards for the game, man. Henry might have had 55 because Baltimore was running the ball more. Saquon Barkley had 44 yards at halftime. We had 14 points already. Okay? Saquon Barkley starts to emerge. It was at the end of the third quarter, or was it the fourth quarter? Yeah, it was the fourth quarter. I believe he had 70 yards in the fourth quarter. It began to emerge then. On that one drive, we had, I believe it was maybe a 30-yard touchdown, something like that, right? Forgive me when I have my stats in front of me. This ain't that type of, this ain't that type of live right now. Right now, I'm just talking shit, okay? That's what I'm doing. I'm just talking. Because I've been hearing all this about Lamar. He's a Superman quarterback. He's generational talent and all that. Jalen Hurts is just this regular little schmegular dude that anybody can be. That's what I've been hearing, right? So this is really what I'm coming at right now. So Jalen Hurts is responsible for the first 2 touchdowns. Barkley don't get on the board with anything significant until we get to the fourth quarter. And like I said, Eagles fans, so I don't care if Barkley would have been the reason or not. But what I'm just saying is we got to stop lying just based off of like preconceived notions we have. People already believe Barkley is a beast, and they already believe Hurts ain't that good. So what they're doing is they're like taking that and just running with that and then applying that to everything that they see. Hurts got you the first 2 touchdowns. Barkley didn't really explode into the fourth quarter. And this actually has happened a lot this year. But still, anything to say that there's some other reason why the Eagles are winning. Now, the real, for real, the MVPs was that damn defense. Jalen Carter, bro. Jalen Carter is a monster. And then you talk about him with Milton Williams, number 93, them two right there, boy. Listen, we all thought it was going to be Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, but really it's Milton Williams and Jalen Carter. Though Jordan Davis does a good job against the run. Henry what? And then let me find these numbers real quick, man. Let me find these numbers real quick. All right, so 24-19, we give up a damn garbage touchdown in the end. All right, so Barkley is 23 for 107. It's a solid day. AJ Brown was he only did 5 catches, 66. I don't know. Seemed like AJ was doing more to me. Let me see. So Henry is held to 82 yards on 19 carries, right? So the defense did a good job with that. Lamar passes for 237. So the one thing that Baltimore did was they did actually pass the 300-yard threshold in combined yards, which is something that, we ain't been letting anybody do. Some of that shit came during the garbage time. Now, Lamar had that long, little run, whatever. Exactly, Jacob Ledfield. Jalen Carter was getting held all game. Exactly. And they ain't called none of it. But you blow on one of them Baltimore players, and they was calling it. Like, what was that about? Is it because Baltimore had already lost 4 games? They ain't want them to lose 5? I don't know what it was. Keystone Cowboy, big win, Aki, absolutely. And I give you credit, Keystone, for not hating, because I can't lie. If it was shooting the other foot in the Dallas Cowboys doing what the Eagles are doing, I can't say that I'm a big enough man to give you the same credit right there. Y'all wasn't a first quarter team all season. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. We haven't been a first quarter team all season. But what, like I said, what was getting on my nerves was the officials. The officials were sick to me. They were crazy. But to give a quick breakdown of the game, before we go to our brother here, the Eagles started off with the ball first. Right then, I felt like this could be a problem because normally we like to get the ball to halftime. So I already knew right there that was going to be the first challenge. The first drive was horrible. All right, we come out there, we run Saquon Barkley for a 13-yard gain. After that, for some reason, Kellen Moore calls 3 pass plays, and I'm trying to understand what are we doing? Like, is there a type of look that we see in that and a couple of looks I could tell food hurts. The first one was where he decided to go to Covey and looked off. He completely looked off A.J. Brown. And I'm assuming he looked A.J. Brown off because they showed him a double team. So he tried to go to Covey. It was stupid on his part. Hurts definitely didn't start off well. But what I'm noticing about this team is a couple of things. Number one, I think what this team tends to do, what the MO seems to be is they kind of fill you out during the first couple of drives, and if not their first quarter, fill you out, and then once they kind of got you down, then they make adjustments and score, and that was like that's one of the things I like about Hurts. Like when he needs to get it, he gets it. When he needs to get it, he gets it. First quarter, Lamar's outplaying Jalen Hurts like a mug, without a doubt. Lamar, he breaking tackles, running to the side, doing his thing. What I was amazed with on those first couple of drives was how many Baltimore receivers were just wide open. I couldn't believe it. The tight end wide open, Zay Flowers wide open for long passes. The other receiver they got wide open. Aguilar did exactly what I expected Aguilar to do, to go out there and just Aguilar. That's what he did, right? Missing passes that's right in his arms. Like Aguilar, with the exception of the 2017 Super Bowl when Nick Foles went crazy, and most times he can't deal with the bright lights. So I was happy with that. So that's kind of like was the story that first quarter. Lamar Jackson was going off, outplayed Jalen Hurts. That second quarter, Jalen Hurts outplayed the fuck out of Lamar Jackson. Anybody don't want to admit that, he's a hater. He outplayed the hell out of Lamar in that second quarter. That second quarter, Jalen Hurts produces 2 touchdowns. All right, first was the touchdown. Well, it was definitely helped by good field position provided by the defense and the kicking team. Good. That's what they're supposed to do. So this was the first time we actually got good field position. We were able to drive down the field and score. Easy like butter. He was hitting A.J. Brown here, hitting A.J. Brown on those Not those underneath, one of those. I forgot the name of them damn routes. I'm brain scramble right now. But he scored touchdown to Dallas Goedert, and then a touchdown that he ran. So he outplayed Lamar in that second quarter. Third quarter, Baltimore kind of outplayed the Eagles. They had an 11-minute drive that pissed me off to no end. That drive made me so damn mad. But the beautiful thing was they burned 11 minutes, but missed the field goal in the end. So that was a good thing they did. They were missing those field goals. Yeah, I don't know. I never seen Tucker that bad. Justin Tuck, I believe, was one of the best kickers, over the last 10 years or whatever. That was crazy. Now, if you look at the numbers, it looks like Lamar just really outplayed, I guess. I mean, he 36 passes. Wow. He threw 36 passes, completed 23 for 2 touchdowns. A lot of that was, of course, that garbage touchdown at the end of the game. That shit don't count to me. But Henry runs 19 times. Clearly, the Ravens have won the time of possession battle here, because when we look at Jalen Hurts, he passed only 19 times. Saquon Barkley only ran 23 times, right? So that means you lost the time of possession battle. So overall, you're the more efficient team, at least when it came to scoring. And that's what I like. So, like I said, for me, it's like when we talk about the Lamar early on, people love Lamar, and I like Lamar. Like, he does shit to make you say, damn, there's no doubt about it. Spectacular, runs fast, does all those things, But Hurts here, and I'm going to bring this up again. I'm not trying to hear no shit about Saquon Barkley. He's the reason we won this game. That's some bullshit. Okay? Saquon Barkley was being held in check in that first half. Jalen Hurts scores some 2 touchdowns. All right? And even when Barkley goes crazy at the end for that touchdown, it was a 25-yard touchdown run that Saquon Barkley does in the fourth quarter. Right? We're talking the fourth quarter, bro. There was a 37 prior to that Hurts had to convert to Dallas Goedert, and he converted that, and that's what set Saquon up for the 25-yard touchdown run. But for me, the real stars of this game was the Eagles defense. The Eagles defense, man. I can't say enough about them. I know one thing, I was glad that Quinyon Mitchell was not hurt, because we lost him, I would have lost my mind. So, you there, Solo?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm definitely here.
Hey, man. Yeah, man. Jump on, let's get some. Fly, Eagles, fly. You know what I mean?
Why?
Yeah.
I'm appreciative of this defense, honestly, because in the early '90s, when our defense was dominant, I really just started watching football, so I couldn't really appreciate it. I was more of a Cunningham fan than more of a defensive fan. But this defense means more to me because when you got a good defense, it doesn't matter what the other team can do. That's just the bottom line. Even if my offense is not playing its best, the defense is going to keep you in the game. Simple as that. So I love this defense. I really do. And this is a Super Bowl caliber defense. I mean, this is going to get us through the playoffs. This defense in the running game will get us through the playoffs and get us through the Super Bowl. At the end of the day, we're going to win the championship because of this defense.
So who you think?
Huh?
Who you think was the best on defense today?
It's hard. Zach Bond. He stood out more than him.
Yeah.
Him and Carter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but the whole defense. But Zach Bond, I just kept hearing his name, and Carter kept hearing his name, and Cooper DeJean kept hearing his name. You know what I mean? Like the young boy, they don't really test him like that. Even when they did, he almost had a pick. You know what I'm saying, on the crossing route. That is extremely hard to do.
And he's running with Zay Flowers. He's running with a 4-3 ball.
Yeah, like I said, this dude's insane, man. They said we're gonna leave him alone. So the defense, man, they are young, man. They really are. They young. And that's the crazy part about it. This is their first year. And a lot of them, like, they don't know what they're doing out there. This is pure instinct. This is pure talent right here. So, like, this is beautiful, man. The offense, man, I love the Hurts and Barkley got it done. They got it done. That's the bottom line. This reminds me of McNabb when he had Brian Dawkins in them. All he had to do, you know what I mean? They going to keep winning the game, but he make a couple plays, boom. But Hurts is more clutch than McNabb, though. That's the thing. That's the only thing about he's way more clutch. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to just hold him down the entire game. So I love this win.
Yeah, when he got to get it, boy, he get it. Like, I'll be like, man. And that, I'm telling you, that quality is way more important to me than a lot of stuff people love. But, you know, that's just me.
You know, the crazy part about it is, if you watch Lamar Jackson, he looked like how they be talking about Hurts, dog ball in the dirt. I don't never see Hurts do stuff like that for a whole game. Like doing every now and then, every couple games. This dude did like 5 plays. He had guys wide open all over the field. They couldn't hit him. That's the quarterback. That got nothing to do with anybody else.
Yeah, I'm so glad he missed that tight end. That tight end was wild. I'm like, what is this defense doing? Like, the defense, that's one thing I say. They were horrible at first, like at least between the 20s. You know, they were good in the red zone. They're always good in the red zone. But between the 20s, at the beginning of the game, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even recognize this defense, man. But it seems like
in the first quarter, he missed the wide open guy on the right side of the field. He was wide open.
That's the joint I'm talking about. The tight end. You know, that joint. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah. Well, he missed wide open dudes too. That dude's on the left side of the field, wide open.
Yeah, what you call Zay Flowers? Did you see when Zay Flowers, the one of his receivers, was snapping out? Like when he
first down.
If AJ
that's
Brown,
when they talk about Hurts. Hurts don't do none of that type of stuff.
If AJ Brown did that, like snapping out, you know damn well they'd be talking about that. You know, that's stuff that's crazy, man. That's stuff that's crazy.
So when Dan Sileo come on to that, he say, "Oh, well, you know, Hurts don't have to play good, you know, don't try to slide and act like Hurts didn't play okay. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Hurts did enough to win the game. He put up 24 points. Bottom line. You can't argue that. Bottom line. Lamar only put up 12 points, no matter how you look at it. That garbage time, all defense, touchdown don't make nothing to me. When the game mattered, he put up 12. Simple as that.
Yep.
Hurts is putting up touchdowns. So you can't, really can't do that.
Like I said, I believe Lamar outshined them in that first quarter by far. And I believe Hurts outshined Lamar in that second quarter. Third quarter, Baltimore just had an 11-minute drive, so they won that quarter. In the fourth quarter, we dominated. You know, that's the way I break it down. You know, but like you said, Zach Bond, he led with tackles. Just talking about the defense real quick. He had 8 tackles, 5 assists for 13. Jacoby Dean had 10. You know what I mean? 5 assisted. Then Cooper had 5. You know, it's good, man. Jalen Carter, he's the disruptor. Josh Sweat, man, has messed up it's messed up Josh Sweat. They took his sack that he had, one of them bogus penalties. They called it a bogus penalty, man. He played good. Like I saw Josh Sweat pressuring well, you know. So I felt like he played well. See, Jalen has the number 1 defense, and all he has to do is make complimentary plays. Yeah. No doubt about it.
He don't put the ball in the harvest way. That is a skill.
Yeah.
Lamar, he almost threw a pick. The guy just dropped it. That should have been picked off. But I'm glad he didn't catch it because that would have changed field position. So I'm glad we got the ball where we got it at. Yeah, I mean,
Man.
but the defense, man, they're gonna be the talk of the town for the whole week.
And the sister Sherelle Blue says
Matchup, everything.
Tucker left 7 points on the board. You're not going to win like that. That's true. That is true. You got to make field goals. You know, got to make your field goals.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Because Tucker was like Tucker over the last 10 years been one of the best kickers in the league, from what I remember. That's crazy. I guess they got to move on, man. But our kicker 2 games ago, he did the same thing. Jake Elliott missed like 3 field goals. You know, we found a way to. You know, we found a way to win. You know, but that's what happened.
10 field goals all season, so he's having a rough season.
Damn, he might just lost it, man. Might lost his touch. Wow.
Yeah.
But you all right, sister. You can't leave 7 points on the board, especially against good teams. You know, you got to play.
I think he lost his game, right? I think at one point in the game, their coach said, "You know what? We can't stop the Eagles, so we got to go for it on our own 40." And I think that's when they lost the game. They should have been patient and kicked the ball, but he was afraid because we was moving the ball at the time, and he said we got to score because he realized his defense is clamping them down, and when they couldn't get it and they converted, that was the game. That's when they lost the game because you can't go for it on your own 40. That don't make any sense.
Yeah,
that don't make any sense. And once he couldn't do that, it was a wrap.
Man, it was beautiful though. 10-2. Who we got coming up now? The Panthers.
Panthers.
Yeah, that's a nice little bye week. Should be. Can't take nobody lightly, but should be. This is when Hurts got to go out there. This is when he got to go out there and get 300 yards. You know what I'm saying? 4 touchdowns. This is when you pad your stats. You play them teams. Baltimore and stuff like that. Just win the damn game. Just win the damn game. Man. But I think a lot of us, we didn't have a lot of yards like that, partly because Baltimore held the hell out the ball. Good Lord, Baltimore held the mess out the ball. It was crazy.
Yeah, we had the ball 3 times in the third quarter. 2 3-and-outs.
Yeah. All the 3-and-outs came when we were just trying to there was 1 3-and-out where we ran 3 times, but most of it was when we tried to pass, and don't mix in and run. You gotta do both, man. Kellen Moore, you gotta just not forget that. You gotta do both. Mix it up, man. Run, get short, second and short, third and short, and then pass. It's simple, man.
This is the first game that we gave up over 300 yards combined in the game. Because we only gave up 270 per game. This is the first game we gave up over 300. I think we gave up 305 or something like that.
So, sister, how many winning teams has the Eagles faced this season? We can see. Let's check that out. All right. The Philadelphia Eagles this season. Well, we first started out with the Green Bay Packers, right? That's a winning team, right? That's Green Bay's a winning team. The Falcons, somewhat a winning team. We lost that by 1 point, and because Saquon didn't, catch that one pass or whatever. We was without AJ, but we still should have won it. The Saints, at the time, everybody was saying they were winning. Beat them. The Bucks lost to the Bucks. Browns aren't a winning team. Giants aren't a winning team. The Bengals, I don't know what you consider the Bengals. I think the Bengals are a team that's respected. No, Sherelle. We played Green Bay. We beat Green Bay as well. It's not Washington and Ravens only. Beat Green Bay. You see, and then the Rams. I don't know. I think these certain teams, people always hype them up, and then when we beat them, they're nothing. Like the Rams, for example. The Bengals. When we played the Bengals, people were scared of this game. Now all of a sudden, we ain't beat nobody. Beat the Rams, ain't beat nobody. You know. And this time it's the Ravens. So, you know.
And
But
Washington was
in Washington, yeah. It is
at the end of the day. Every year that we beat teams, they say we ain't play nobody. So
yeah.
I don't. Because last year we ran through Kansas City, Miami, Buffalo. We played some of the best teams in the league. We beat Dallas last year. Like last year, we beat some of the best teams in the league.
Like I don't think it matters. Like this is what I'm saying. Like this is why it doesn't matter. You have Jalen Hurts, you have Saquon Barkley, you got the best offensive line in the league, you got AJ Brown, you got Devontae Smith, you got Dallas. Like, is it going to matter? like show me a roster that's better. Like why would it matter? You know who you're playing. You know, but I don't know. I mean, if people want to look at that, that's fine. But the only thing you can do is play the people on your schedule.
So Sherelle she's just a Dallas Cowboys fan. She
You know her?
Yeah,
You know her?
no, I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Okay. I was thinking maybe a Baltimore fan, you know, but I don't know.
Well, Baltimore, they are 7-5, so she can't even talk about that.
Yeah.
They 7-5, so they lost to a lot of teams, good and bad.
So what's your team, Sherelle? What's your team? But people always forget would be Green Bay.
Last year we beat the most playoff teams in the league. Last year we beat 9 of them.
Yeah.
So
And we ain't had no defense.
Yeah. So I don't care about that. Whoever you put in front
Yeah, I
of
don't either. Like, who roster better than ours? Like, what's it going to matter? Because like when we win, then it's going to be, hey, well, you got a loaded team. So I don't know. It's always going to be something.
If we win, we got a loaded team. If we lose, we shouldn't lose. So it's like we can't win.
Yeah.
If Hurts win, he got the better team. He got Hurts. You know, he got Barkley. He got AJ.
He getting carried.
He's the worst quarterback. It's like you can't win.
Like I don't care what type of talent you got around you. You can't carry no damn quarterback. You just can't.
Yeah. They're like the Eagles is hiding Hurts. Like,
so I'm from New York. Oh, you're a Giants fan. Is that it? Or Jets fans? I'm rooting for Lamar Jackson and Saquon the second. Okay. All right. Well, Saquon, yeah. So you're Giants fans. That's why you root for Saquon. Yeah, I understand. Like Giants fans, it must be rough to be a Giants fan right now, boy. Whew.
When the person said they root for players, I mean their team is out of it. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah. She's from New York, so I'm assuming Giants fan, I guess. Hopefully y'all can get your door. Y'all do that, you know, maybe you can turn some things around. Or get one of my other quarterbacks. Because y'all need quarterback ASAP. Need a quarterback ASAP. But man, this was a fun game though. I ain't gonna lie, it was frustrating in the beginning. I was a little frustrated. When it was 9-0, I was a little like, yo, come on now. We need to turn this up. But in that second quarter, you know, we turned it on.
They let you get a little light, and then they just shut you down.
Yeah. That's what it seems like with Fangio. He figure you out, then that's it. Yeah. Man. But like the way, see, the most impressive thing to me was, you know, Zach Bond. I knew it. But that's the most impressive thing. Zach Bond was a defensive end. And Fangio just watched his tape, you know, how he runs and how he moves and how he goes in and out of cuts, tackles. He said, no, this guy's a linebacker. He made him a linebacker. Like that's a real defense. That's a real defensive coordinator with an eye for talent. You know, that's the difference, man. And I think Fangio's out here. He putting his all into this particular job because, you know, he's originally from Scranton, PA, so he grew up an Eagles fan. You know, so this is like the job he always wanted. You know, he's a guy that, you know, when he was young, he took from Buddy Ryan. You know, he took from all the different. He took from. He always talk about what's his name, Coach Mora. What's his name? Now you remember Mora, right? The coach of the Colts back in the day, Jim Mora.
Jim Mora.
Yeah, he always talks about him, man. He considers Mora one of the greatest. You know what I mean? But he just don't. Yeah, playoffs. Yeah, playoffs. He considered Jim Mora one of the best. You know, but he just never won it all. You know, to show it. But he said, as far as defensive minds and all that, he believed Jim Mora. You know, he learned more from him than from damn near anybody. Learn from Buddy Ryan, all them guys. So, man, Vic Fangio might be the biggest hire for us this year, for real.
This offense, and you shut them down like that, that's going to bring a lot of attention to this defense.
Yeah, but Ravens had number one. They had number one offense in the league. You know, that's what they came into the league with. And they were looking like it that first quarter. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was like, yo, why is all these damn people open? I'm like, they scheming like that? I was like, bruh. Then they said, but remember they said C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he had the whole defense on the side. He was just going crazy. Nigga, we not playing up the way we supposed to be playing. What's going on? And then, you know what I mean? Everybody started hitting their assignments better. And don't forget Jalen Carter, boy. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. The way he was just blasting through there, killing them, destroying running backs and all that. God.
This is a championship.
Keystone Cowboys said Jim Moore used to coach the Falcons, too. Yeah. I remember him mostly from the Colts, though. That's when I really remember him. But I know he's been around, you know, a little bit, you know. But man, this was a win that, like, can't nobody say nothing. Ain't nothing fluky about this team. This real. You know what I mean? Then went through the Ravens. Come on, man. And now we got Pittsburgh in 2 weeks. Definitely. I mean, I ain't gonna say definitely gonna beat them, but we should. Like, Pittsburgh really put up 40 today. That ain't happening.
Put up 48 points.
That ain't happening.
Cincinnati don't have a good defense, so you know,
at all.
That's the problem.
They really want to shoot out.
Most touchdowns in the NFL history and not make the playoffs because the defense is that bad.
Say that again. What happened?
I said he can very well throw the most touchdowns in NFL history and not make the playoffs because the defense is that bad.
That's what they said about Burrow.
I'm saying he might.
Yeah.
He got like 30 touchdown passes.
Yeah, Burrow going crazy, but they can't win. The defense, yeah. But the other problem too, they should have let Joe Mixon go. Like I don't know what that was about.
That's the thing that they don't have a running game to run the clock down or like control the pace of the game. Yeah. They got to keep throwing, and when you keep throwing, you just stop the game. So the other team got to stand to score too.
Yep. Facts.
Barkley, when you're down five yards a clip, if I get to the fourth quarter, you're so worn down, you're gonna give up that big play.
That is the worst. That is what you do not want is Barkley in the fourth quarter. You don't really want to deal with that, you know, because it's like
they say Barkley averages 70 yards in the second half all season. That's insane.
Crazy.
That's definitely insane.
So the Ravens got to have a bye week soon. So when that happens, he just gonna leave Henry in his rear view. When that happens, you know, you're already kind of leaving him now. Henry's still a little bit there though, but see, Russell's different with the Steelers. Yeah, Steelers are a good organization. They really are. They have good structure, sound good. One of the best coaches in the league. They have good culture. Um, I respect the Steelers, our Pennsylvania brethren over there on the east side, on the west side, on the west side. Yeah, I'm bugging. Playoff games is where it really matters, and I'm hoping Lamar gets his first ring. I hope he gets his first ring, just not this year or next year. But I don't mind at some point before he retires, Lamar get his ring. This year though, nah. I mean, we
Lamar
need
gonna be
that.
on the road this year. He
We
losing all three
need
games.
that. What happened?
Lamar gonna be on the road this playoff. You know what I mean, he got to go in Buffalo. He got to go. That's hard to do.
Yeah,
That's
he
not gonna
lost
be the
five.
easy.
He lost 5 games. See, they really messed up because this is a game that you can lose. Period. You can't be losing them Cleveland's and the Raiders and all that. Who they lost to Cleveland, right? And I think the Raiders. You can't be doing that, man. That's those joints. That's what mess you up. Because then when you gotta play the real teams, it's like you can win or lose those. You want to lose those. But yeah, I agree with you. Playoff games is where it really matters. These are facts.
I can't wait for WIP. All that trash he was talking about Baltimore and this and that, and Jalen Hurts, because he's total like all this nonsense. And every game they come showing proof. Every game.
Yep.
The Eagles basically just eliminate the offensive players and what they want to do. So stop talking about what other teams want to do on this defense. It's not going to happen.
His defense, this defense done true because because I ain't even gonna hold you. I was kind of questioning, is this defense really that crazy, or was it like we just was playing bad teams? You know what I mean? I did need to know that. But what we did to Washington, that was the first sign. I'm like, damn, okay, okay. And then last week against the Rams, you know what I mean? Then I'm like, oh, all right. And then now Baltimore, #1 offense by the numbers. But they scored
Last
19,
week,
12 points for real, for real. That little garbage joint. Get out of here with that, man.
they said Baltimore wasn't shut out in the home game for 60 home games. And we gave up that last touchdown at the end of the game, blew that. And the Rams, we gave up a last touchdown. Like we gotta stop giving up these last minute touchdowns.
So what you meant they want to shut out? What you mean out of a half?
In the half.
And a half, right?
Like, 16 home games, they've never been shut out in the second half. They always score some type of touchdown or something.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was a garbage joint. Garbage joint. But it is what it is, man. Like people can keep talking and talking and talking. It's cool. Every week we go out there, we got the worst quarterback, all these Superman quarterbacks. We're just knocking them down, bro. Just knocking them down. Because it don't matter. We coming to whip your ass. You know what I mean? You can have Superman back there and all that stuff. Like I said in my pregame, I already knew this was going to happen. I already knew it, you know? And it wasn't just a Barkley thing. Anybody who being honest about what they saw, it wasn't just Barkley, you know. Though Barkley is the man, and he
Raymond
probably should be MVP. But
Terrell got this pipe dream. If Tucker would have hit, he would have won. No, the Eagles would have been more aggressive if he would have hit those 2 field goals.
yeah, if
He
you
would
didn't
have
hit
been
them
way more.
field goals, we wouldn't have played soft defense. Just wouldn't.
Yeah, like when the
Yeah.
Eagles are aggressive, you done.
Yeah, that last touchdown was just soft defense. That's all. Because we see it all the time, so we know that. You know, the Eagles just try to let the clock run out.
Yeah, that's what it be. Trying to let the clock run out. They don't want to give up a deep bomb.
Oh no, I
You
can
know,
say
so
that. I can say that based on the way the game went. He had 12 points. You know, and we watch the Eagles every week. This is what they do. They often like at the end give up those yards. You know, um, So, and then the thing about it is, he didn't hit the field goals. That's the thing. You know, woulda, coulda, shoulda all day. He didn't hit him. That's what happened.
This year, that's insane.
What's that?
That Tucker missed 10 field goals this season.
I
That's insane.
don't really like. What do you do? Like they could get rid of him right now, but then how do you get in somebody right now that's gonna make him?
Like Philadelphia was freaking out when my kicker had one bad game. He had a lot of bad games, missing 10.
Yeah, I was ready to get rid of Jake that one game. I was done because he was missing
That's insane.
extra points.
Oh,
Yeah, I was ready to get rid of him, bro. Like, cause I'll be thinking this can happen at any moment. You know what I mean? I could be in the damn championship game and you do that. I ain't got time for it. Well, put it this way, I was ready to get another dude that's just on standby. You know what I mean? That you missed that first one. All right, you just get out of here. I need the other ball in there. You know what I mean? I would have a couple dudes right now on call. You know, I can't do that. The teams play different when you're trailing. Yeah. Yeah. Eagles go into this is what they do. For whatever reason, they start playing soft coverage, go into prevent defense. When they're just trying to hold on and win. See, if Tucker hit, they would have been in the lead. How you figure? They'd have been tied. Because it was 12, what, 19? Yeah. That's what you're hanging on to, that if Tucker would have hit those field goals. Okay. That's what we're hanging on to. That's fine. If that's what you want to do, my sister. But all I know is we 10-2. That I do know. And we got a bye week coming up against the Carolina Panthers.
that's the crazy part, that Barkley in the league in the rushing title, and they got a bye next week, so he's really gonna be in the league when he start rushing next week too. Barkley got 1,500 yards right now. All he needs 500 more to get 2,000.
Yeah, I think that's a done deal.
And we got 5 games left. So imagine that.
Yeah, it's a done deal.
I'm gonna sign off here.
Yeah, I'm about to sign off too, man.
I'm gonna start watching some of these post game Eagles songs, man.
Yeah, I gotta get in on that some of that. So I'm gonna go troll some of these other live people too out here talking crazy. You know. All right, bro. It was a good game. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming through. We got to build this thing up, though, man. All right, so peace out.
Peace out.